Hey guys, Miklin here to show you some new features for the upcoming Blitz update on the Hypixel. This time around it's the Blitz menu, or rather a rework of all of the Blitzes. We think one of the core things which differentiates Blitz from the other PvP games is its fast-paced nature, and the previous Blitzes weren't contributing to bring the action up. There are just two core elements which we changed to make the Blitzes more fun. The first one is that the Blitz star will now spawn at 3 minutes 40 seconds instead of 5 minutes. The second one is that some blitzes will now give you an activable item instead of running through the menu. This means you can keep the item for the deathmatch and it'll drop off if people did not use it. What we're gonna do now is go through all of the blitzes effects and you'll be able to see by yourself how much more awesome they are. Do know that some things may change up in the update. Let's start the game here. You can see that we're in a Mithril Revive, which is a new map. It's actually a rework of the old Mithril map. It's the same team with the castle, but it's much more close quarter. Just gonna run a few comments here. Alright, and this one. So if we go through all of them, the first one is Apocalypse, which has the same effect as before, with the whole fireball coming from the sky shenanigans, except that this time around it'll also create fire on the floor, which people will need to run out from or hit to extinguish, but in such a way that the whole map will be covered in fire. After that, there's the Assassin, which is also a rework of the old Assassin effect, except that now it deals 6 heart of damage, and we added a little sound effect on it. So if I do this, it's also, there's no range anymore. It'll be through the whole map. Now I can start hitting. Next up is the Vampire effect. This one, it gives you an item. I'll give it to Kluntez because it needs help. You're going to go in game mode 0. And how it works is you just right click, and there's going to be an effect with the hearts. And see, like it says, +1 HPS rating mini clone. It deals a little damage, but it also heals you for a lot and knockbacks the enemy. The cool thing is that there's no AoE limit to it, so what I mean by that is that there's no target limit. You can have 5 players around you, that'll give you 5 HP per second, making you basically invincible. Next up, there's the Jedi Knight, which is more on the funny side. If you really want to kill someone, where am I? Here. I'm gonna go in game mode 1 here because this is unsafe. It has a nice effect, and it will throw the player across the map. As you can see here, this may deal a little damage if you're in game mode 0. Next up, there's the Stasis effect. I'm gonna TP to Minikloon here. I think this is the command, yeah. So, how this works is that it will immobilize all of the players on the map, but only for 8 seconds. And it'll make it so you can't move away, but you can still get hit. Yeah, and the caster of the power-up also gets speed 4. Up then is Vault Hunter, which is a rework of the old Vault Hunter, which used to give you 2 chests full of random crap, and this one instead gives you an incredible chest. So let's just try it out. The thing is that you only have 8 seconds to go through the awesome loot which is there. So you really need to get quick and grab everything. Also know that other people near you can also grab the items from the chest. After 8 seconds, the chest disappear and the loot don't drop. After that is a Wither Warrior. It gives you the Angel of Death sword from Skywars, which deals massive Wither AoE damage. And yeah, the Angel of Death is really strong because he has a knockback 5 sword and a sharpness 2. And when you hit someone, it'll deal massive damage. Not only that, it'll be massive AoE damage. See, immediately curse you with his Wither Warrior Blitz, and you saw the explosion. Anyone which is also in this explosion will get the same knockback and Wither status effect. So it's a really, really strong weapon. Next up is Gremlin. What I'm gonna do here is clear my inventory here and grab some random loot, my coal and some bedrock. So Gremlin, what it does is clears your inventory and copy the one of the player with the most kills. If there is no player with most kills, it'll give you a random one. So in this case, it'll give me the player on the left inventory. And just like I said, it did. Here, Roulette, we're gonna skip this one because it's gonna end the game. Invoker is the fun one. Clear. It gives you 3 spells out of a pool of 7 different spells. What I'm gonna do is spam it a little to get all of the different spells. Come on, I get 6. Just need, yeah, all of them. So I'm gonna go in, yeah, game mode 1. So the first one is the TNT Fountain. All of them work the same way. You target a player or a block and it'll do something. So this one will spawn TNT, which will actually explode and deal damage. There's the Creeper Army, which in a similar fashion will explode. Here I'm safe because I'm in game mode 1, but you can see that may deal some damage. I'm gonna move away from these creepers. I hate creepers. If I go over here, this one is the launch scroll. It'll, as it's written, launch the player and deal damage when he falls down. After that, there's the smite scroll, which deals AoE damage and smites the player. There's the poison bolt. I'm afraid of going in game mode 1 here, so I'm gonna move away from the creepers. TP Clunet 2, Mini Clune, that's me. I'm gonna go in game mode 0. I'm gonna poison bolt myself. Here, Batman's taking a beating. This bolt of poison will go through players, so if there are a bunch of players fighting, you can easily janitor them. Another spell is the Arcane Sword scroll. Do remember that you only get 3 scrolls for 1 Blitz. Only we need 1 paper. And I broke it. Did I? Wow. Whatever. And the last one is the Death Touch. What it'll do is that the next player you hit will die instantly. It's really sad I broke my Arcane Sword, and I need it back. Let's try to find it. Arcane Sword. Yeah, got it. It gives you an Arcane Sword with Fire Aspect 1 and Sharpness 4, which is a really strong weapon. Next up, we have the Iron Man, which is the rework of Wob Buffet. It reflects all damage, just like as before, and it won't deal you any damage. And it also plays a sound when you hit a player with Iron Man, Iron sound, so you know if he has it. And usually players who hit you will die really fast. This one is a little interesting. It's the Nuke. It gives you a laser visor to drop a tactical nuke. So this is my laser visor. I'm gonna find a nice spot for my nuke. Across the border here, on the sides. This shall do. There's a nice dragon here. So how this works is that you target an area, and there's gonna be, usually there's a red circle, and you need to move away because it deals a lot of damage. This will instantly kill any player which are in the area and deal massive AoE damage. Yeah. And it breaks blocks too. If you bring this to deathmatch, most likely there's not going to be any victor. The Ninja one, go invisible for 2 minutes. I'm not going to showcase it, but there's one difference as before, is that it lasts for 2 minutes, and you will be completely hidden from the players on a packet level. Next up is the Robin Hood one.
Your channel.
Whoops.
Sound muted.
I need to leave this.
Disconnected.
Yeah, the Robin Hood one, which will instantly reveal the first player arrow is within 30 seconds. It's pretty much as before. After that, there's the Nocturne one, which is every player goes blind for 15 seconds, and you also gain speed, significant speed during that time. Let's try it out. It'll also put the game to night. And I go real fast, speed 3. We really up the visual feedback and audio feedback from when there's a Blitz to make it more interesting. Supplies gives you 500 arrows. It's really simple. If you're the one who wants to be an archer, you have Archer X. This is your day. Cool one, No Country for Old Men. It gives you a shotgun with 6 pellets. And the nice thing about the shotgun is that it'll deal 5 damage, but they're true damage. It'll go right through armor. Game mode 0. Bang. Shit. Oops. I killed the player. It's a really strong shotgun. Let's stop this. Anyway, I was saying, you have a shotgun, 6 shot. And after that, you get the shotgun stock, which is knockback 8 shovel, so you can whack your enemy with it. And there's the cool move one, which teleports everyone to you after a small cooldown. You cannot teleport people up cliffs and throw them down, and you cannot throw them in lava. But it's still cool. Everyone will be teleported to you in X seconds, and bam, teleported to me. And we had the roulette one. Kill a random player. Might be you. It's a downside. So it will select a random player like this. If you have a lot of players, this name will go up very fast. And it may kill me. Yeah. Well, you know, things happens. I guess that's it for the blitzes.